gas products business. In today's live stream, we will show our workshop and then share some cases and experience of gas products and gas stations. If you are interested in our products, you can leave your message. Our colleague will answer them one-to-one. Okay, let's start to show the gas workshop. Okay, in this workshop I have 6 areas. As you can see, this is the hydrogenation equipment area. We have a special live stream for that, so we will introduce too much today. Okay, next let's move to high pressure testing area. Which is mainly responsible for the testing of high-pressure equipment, such as Cng or Cng skid-mounted equipment inspection. From the time the factory was established, our standards are strictly in accordance with the highest standards in China and in industry. In the high-pressure testing area, 2 compressors purchased from Italy are used as high-pressure gas sources to provide a stable air pressure of 35 japa for the entire testing work. All high-pressure equipment produced by Censtar company will withstand a pressure of 35 japa in the test, which is far exceeding the maximum pressure 25 japa of Cng and Rng equipment during operation. Through rigorous testing, we can guarantee the high quality of the factory equipment to the greatest extent and do everything possible to reduce the customer's cost. Here is the water pressure testing area. This area is mainly responsible for the testing of normal pressure and low pressure equipment to ensure that the sealing of the equipment is intact. Okay, next we see the skid-mounted equipment area, which is mainly responsible for the production of Cng pressure relating skids, substation pump skids, Rng submersible pump skids, vaporized skids, BOD recovery skids, Cng larger pump skids, and skid RPG pumps, and various types of gas-filled skid-mounted equipment. Maximum capacity in this area 10 pump skids per month. Due to poor production mode that Censtar company has always adopted, that is, the mode of order-driven production and no finished product inventory, the Cng skid has been tested and shipped the day before yesterday. The new Rng skid is due to the compressor site. Wait for the equipment to be produced and not yet studied. Okay, let's move to this is a special equipment testing area. It is mainly responsible for assisting in testing some special equipment of Censtar company, such as special refilling equipment used for skid mounting or other unconventional equipment customized by customers. Okay. Present the production of gas station equipment of Censtar Group is mainly divided into 2 parts, Zhengzhou factory and the Bengbu factory. The Zhengzhou factory is the factory you see now. The factory is mainly produce various types of gas dispensers, hydrogenation equipment, and skid-mounted equipment. The Bengbu factory mainly produce various compressors, drying equipment, and various storage tanks. Due to the limited live stream conditions, today we will mainly show you the Zhengzhou factory and the related gas station. products. This production area adopts an advanced U-shaped production unit model, and the materials prepared for assembly are arranged in a U-shape, which saves space and is easy to take and do everything possible to improve production efficiency. The maximum production capacity in this area is Rng Dispenser, 300 units per month, Cng Dispenser, 200 units per month. Present, the production of gas station equipment of Censtar Group is mainly divided into two parts, Zhengzhou Factory and Bamboo Factory. The Zhengzhou Factory is the factory you see now. The factory mainly produces various types of gas dispensers, hydrogenation equipment, and skid-mounted equipment. The Bamboo Factory mainly produces various compressors, drying equipment, and various storage tanks. Due to the limited live stream conditions, today we will mainly show you the Zhengzhou Factory and the related products. And the Bamboo Factory products, we will in the follow-up introduction of the complete gas station. This production area adopts an advanced U-shaped production unit mode, and the materials required for assembly are arranged in a U-shape, which saves space and is easy to take and do everything possible to improve production efficiency. The maximum production capacity in this area is Rng dispensers, 300 units per month, Cng dispensers, 200 units per month. In the previous live stream, we've introduced to you the inspection process of the Censtar refilling machine. So we will don't talk too much about that. Okay, let's move to another part about the gas products. In front of us is the Cng dispenser. Cng is a green energy compared to fuel dispenser. Censtar Cng dispenser is a self-developed refilling equipment dedicated to Cng refilling stations. Let's see the main parts. Okay, here you can see this is the LCD display. You can see the unit price, volume, amount. We will print it in English for foreigners. Okay, here is the metal keyboard and the S-card port and the S-card mode. The largest LCD screen will display the last refilling data as amount and volume line. The unit price line displays the preset unit price, and the small LCD displays. Please insert S-card. After the card is inserted, the card balance will be displayed in real time. Accessible installation of ICR card post system supporting various card types and standards. Printer, the customer can choose to install it or not. Okay, this is the emergency stop button. Press it in emergency. You can cut off the power supply, stop refilling, and expand the emergency stop of the whole station equipment. Open the panel plate. You can see the computer control system composed of motherboard, keyboard, power pin, display panel, and keyboard, and so on, which are installed within the computer controls box. The circuit adopts in strictly safe design and high performance microcomputer motherboard to ensure an accurate measurement display and reliable data collection and storage. Human-computer interaction design is reasonable and convenient. And anti-cheating design, 3-card authentication, chip binding, program curing, Cng display, encryption, lead sealing protection. Okay, here is the breakaway valve. In case of emergency, the car suddenly starts without completing the gas filling or pulling out the fueling nozzle, and then the stress of high pressure hose is greater than or equal to 400 N, and the shaft on breakaway valve will be automatically separated. Meanwhile, the gas source on both ends of breakaway valve will be automatically shut off. Here is the pipeline pressure can be displayed by pressure gauge and also supports electronic pressure display. Okay, let's see the mass flow meter. Used for the direct measurement of natural gas mass. Here is the mass flow meter, composed of sensor and transmitter, featured by high pressure measurement accuracy and simply maintains. Currently, we have 3 kinds of flow meters: Chinese brands, EGH, and Amazon flow meter. Customers can choose according to their needs, especially high-quality mass flow meter guarantee temperature and pressure competition function. The flow rate is 25 kg per minute. For standard type, the flow rate is 28 kg per minute for the heavy-duty type Cng dispenser. Okay, here is the solid valve used for security for opening and closing of low, medium, and high pressure in gas pass system to realize the automatic gas refilling. There are 2 types of solenoid valve in gas dispenser: domestic and imported. Since the solenoid valve needs to be shut on or off and high pressure, the impurities such as water and oil in natural gas will directly affect the reliability of the solid valve. The switch valve of the high, medium, and low pressure solenoid valve is adjustable to adapt to different air source pressures and reduce waiting time. Pressure transmitter used for the real-time monitoring of pressure in gas dispenser line, connected with the control system of motherboard that controls the opening and closing of valve to achieve security protection. Safety valve used to control the maximum pressure of gas dispenser when the working pressure is more than 1.05 times of setting valve value 25 joule-pound. The safety valve is open to release pressure. Filter used to filter out the impurities. 0.04 millimeters or more within the gas dispenser to ensure the normal operation of solenoid valve and ball valve. When cleaning or replacing the filter element, loosen the filter cover and take out the filter element. Inlet ball valve. Inlet ball valve is installed as the air inlet to facilitate the maintenance of the whole machine. Here is the explosion-proof junction box. Okay, you can see the structure is simple. The pipe sucker interface is reduced through design optimization, and the pipeline failure point is reduced. The internal space of this machine is reasonable and easy to maintain. Models with different flow rates and components can be selected to meet the use of gas stations of various sizes. Low power consumption design. Double nozzles, 96 watt. Energy saving and environmental protection. Okay, let's move to see another dispenser. As you can see, here is the Rng dispenser, exploring all proof grade of the whole machine. We have the highest in the same industry explosion grade, inspection and test work that has been evaluated by the National Explosion Approval Inspection Agency and issued a certificate. Dispenser type Rng single nozzle dispenser, Rng double nozzle dispenser. Single nozzle flow is 0 to 80 kg per minute. Input power is AC 220 volts. This is equipped with 9 quantitative accuracy and precise quantitative accuracy functions when tank is full, expandable, SD card and receipt printer. Okay, here is the mass flow meter. It's a co-measurement part of a gas dispenser. Its mass sensor can detect mass, density, and other parameters of medium through a gas dispenser and process them into required output signal with its own input, with correlates mass theory and inter-temperature sensors applied. It has no moving parts and has high measurement accuracy and long useful life. Here is the filling nozzle. Filling nozzle is used to quickly connect the filling port of the vehicle point mounted cylinder and is a final connection point between filling stations and Rng vehicles. It is frequently used to its quality and directly affect business of a filling station. This Rng dispenser is for one of our customers, so it is still in production. And the model has two options: vacuum insulation structure and insulation material pipeline structure. The whole Rng dispenser is very easy to repair. The standard blinking valve of the gas dispenser can automatically stop the machine when a charge pipe is snapped so that the liquid will not leak. Okay, let's see another dispenser, the RPD dispenser. Okay, as you can see, here is the RPD dispenser. RPD dispenser this is our new model. Here is the LCD display. And this dispenser have two nozzles. This nozzle for cooking gas, and this one for refilling cars. We have four models of LPG dispenser, and you can choose the one you need: single nozzle and double nozzles. And LPG dispenser and skid-mounted LPG are more popular now. If you are interested in LPG dispenser and or skid-mounted LPG, you can leave your message, and our colleague will answer them one-to-one. Okay, let's move another part. Okay, as you can see, here is the storage area for semi-finished products to be processed. This is Rng Vaporizer, which is a kind of heat exchanger specially used for the gasification of liquid natural gas. It is mainly used in large coastal LNG receiving stations, LNG liquefaction plants, LNG gasification stations, LNG refilling stations, and so on. It is a key equipment to realize the gasification function. This is ordered by a customer who is from Nigeria, waiting for other materials to become a skid. Okay, let's see other parts. Let's see other products.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Censtar live stream. This is Mark. Now I will introduce you 3 kinds of gas stations. First of all, what we have seen is the LNG skid mount equipment, which is completely designed and produced by Censtar company. It uses a container as a skid and integrate a 60 cubic meter LNG storage tank, LNG submersible pump skid, and LNG dispenser, electrical control cabinet, PLC control cabinet, and other complete equipment. The equipment has been tested before leaving the factory. The customer only needs to transport and the container on the side, connect the circuit, and it can put into use immediately. Such a set of equipment can be used as a completely refilling station. Customer only need to install the cover and set up an office for the duty officer. Below, we show you a complex LNG station process flowchart. Generally speaking, a complete LNG station should have the following equipment: LNG storage tank, LNG submersible pump, LNG dispenser, odorizing equipment, instrument wind equipment, electronic control equipment, PLC control equipment. In addition, due to the low temperature liquid characteristics of LNG, the entire pipeline used in the gas station must be insulated. The difference in insulation technology will bring about greater cost differences. Generally speaking, the insulation is divided into 2 types: vacuum piping and coated piping. The appearance of the vacuum piping is compact, and the valves and the piping are completed to one at one time. However, manufacturing and maintenance costs are relatively high. The coated pipeline has a short production cycle, low manufacturing and maintenance costs, but needs a large amount of space. Now, I will introduce you a PLC interface, which now in a running LNG station. This shows the tank. This shows the Rng storage tank. This pressure and inlet, outlet. This one is the Rng track. This is the inlet pipeline. This is the outlet pipeline here. And this one is Rng low temperature pump. And here are two Rng dispensers. In the below of this, it shows this is the pump area. Here, pump area. Here, storage area. And here is the situation, current situation of the pump. So it shows every important place of this Rng stations. And here means the green. When the color is green, it means the pneumatic valve opened. And if this, such as this, right, it means pneumatic valve is closed. And these kind of valves, all these are manual valves. So you can see every equipment of these Rng stations will be shown on the interface. That's a PLC. In addition, in many countries and regions, considering the characteristics of Rng refilling stations are usually extended to Rng hybrid refilling stations. Its working principle is divided into two parts. The Rng filling part is the same as the ordinary Rng refilling station. The Rng in the storage is skidded by the Rng pump and fed into the Rng vehicle through the Rng dispenser. But at the same time, the Rng in the storage tank passes through the Cng pump skid, the vaporizer skid, the gas storage cylinder group, and then the Cng dispenser into the Cng vehicle. Therefore, considering the economics of station construction, we recommended that the customers who have both Rng and Cng needs can consider building Rng hybrid refilling stations, which will greatly reduce your station construction and operation cost. Now, I'm showing you that a PLC interface of a running Cng station compared with PLC in Rng station. There is several different equipment. This one is the same. This is Rng storage, and this is the situation, current situation of the Rng storage. But here, there are two pumps. It's Cng plunger pumps. And here are two vaporizer, high pressure vaporizer. This two equipment is different as the Rng stations. It means Rng tank, then the Rng through the Rng tank, then pass these two pumps and through the vaporizer, then through this priority panel. This usually used in Cng station priority panel. And in the storage tank, here already this is the gas, not the liquid. This is the Cng gas cylinder. And after this will be Cng dispenser. But for Cng dispenser, it has its own management system. So not sure in this PLC control. For Rng hybrid stations, we can provide Rng storage tanks LNG submersible pump skids, CNG plunger pump skids, vaporization skids, gas cylinder for CNG, boosters, EAG heaters, Rng dispensers, control cabinet, frequency conversing cabinet, instrument wind system, and the control system of the whole station. Also, we can complete the EPC project of the whole station. Just now, we talk about the LNG hybrid filling station, which is usually called LCNG filling station in China. So, let's talk about the CNG filling stations. The CNG filling stations are usually divided into mother station, daughter station, and the standard station. Among them, the process flow of the mother station and the standard station are basically the same. Both of them, the supply of natural gas through the gas pipeline. Compared with the standard station, the mother station only has an additional loading dispenser, which is used to fill the large storage tanks transported by trucks with CNG. Now, this is the CNG filling station flowchart. There are two parts. On the first bus, this shows mother station and the standard station. This is the gas pipeline, the gas through the pipeline. The first one is a pressure regulator with the flow meter, because this flow meter you should pay for the gas to who gave you this gas. Either the government or the big company. And the pressure regulator, it means that usually the pressure of the gas in the pipe is not stable. If you use this one, it means it will be made the gas more stably. After that, usually will be the dryer and the H2S remover. These two. But for the exportation, sometimes the dryer will be after compressor. But this depends on customer. If here is a dryer before compressor, the function is better. But after the compressor, the size will be smaller. It's easier to be transported. The gas through these two parts will be into the buffer tank. Will be filling in the buffer tank. This tank is not very big. Usually 1 or 2 cubic meter is enough. After that will be the compressor. The compressor compressed the natural gas usually to 25 ampere. After that, the gas will fill into the gas storage. Then, through the dispenser to the cars, to the gas vehicles. If this is a mother station, there will be another one, this Cng Loading Dispenser. Usually this is a large flow rate to filling the Cng to this cylinder, very big cylinder, is a big trucks. And these trucks is the gas resources to the daughter stations. This one also a big flow rate dispenser. This name is Unloading Dispenser. It makes the gas from this cylinder through this dispenser to compressor. But why? In daughter stations, there is not such as dryer, maybe H2S remover, not the buffer tank or what, because its gas resources already passed this process, so they don't need this. Just after the compressor usually smaller, much smaller than used in the mother or standard stations. Also in the gas storage and then in the vehicles. That's a Cng filling station flowchart. Compared with Rng refilling stations, the site selection of Cng standard or mother stations has one more restriction. It must be selected where the natural gas pipeline can be connected. Otherwise, the gas supply cannot be guaranteed. The daughter station is similar to the Lng station. The site selection is relative, free, and the equipment cost is lower. But because the gas source required by the daughter station need to be transported by vehicles, it's bound to continue to pay the corresponding transportation costs. At the same time, because the equipment is less used and small in size, the Cng daughter stations is very suitable for skid mount products. We have already introduced the advantages of the skid mount when we introduced the Lng skid mount. This is also one of the advantages of the Cng daughter station. However, the standard station and mother station, due to the large size of the compressor and the various types of equipment required, are not suitable for concentrating the entire size of equipment in one skid. But if the customer has high requirements for the convenience of equipment transportation, we can integrate it into two skids and simply connect the pipe before use. How to select a site of standard station or a daughter station requires a specific analysis based on local conditions. Now there are two examples for two countries. The first one is Russia. As everyone knows, in Russia there are many LNG liquid factories and Cng mother stations. So if you want to build a new Cng station, it is very easy to get the gas source from the mother stations. The only one you need to consider is about among your location whether there is several or many stations already established. If there are not, and there are several or many Cng vehicles you can build, because you can easily get the gas cylinders by trucks. But if you want to build a Cng station in Uzbekistan, the daughter station you can't be choose. Only one you can choose is standard station, because this country there is no one mother stations, no one. You can just choose the standard station and use the pipeline. For Cng filling stations, we can provide a completely set of standard station, daughter station, compressors, dehydration devices, gas storage cylinders, desulfurization devices, pressure regulating and mirroring devices, gas buffer devices, Cng dispensers, loading, unloading dispensers. We can also provide EPC service for the whole station. Finally, we introduce the LPG filling station. Compared with the first two natural gas filling stations, the structure of the LPG filling station is simpler and can be regarded as a similar structure of the gas station. Mainly through the LPG dispenser, the LPG is pumped out of the storage tank and filled into the LPG vehicle or household commercial gas tank. The LPG station has a simple structure that and can usually be made into independent skid, placed in the gas station and provided as an additional service item for the gas station. Or it can be directly placed in a safe location to provide LPG filling service separately. considering the transportation cost when we receive a customer's LPG project. If the customer does not consider the skid mount solution, then we generally recommend that the customer purchase the storage tank locally, and we provide LPG dispensers and other equipment. If they consider the skid mount solution, we can use 20 or 40 feet containers to integrate the entire set of equipment and storage tanks into the skid mount according to customer needs. And at the same time, for countries with specific needs, such as Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, we also provide oil and gas integrated dispenser. It makes oil refilling and LPG refilling into one dispenser, which can provide convenience for different needs of customers. In summary, I briefly introduced the three types of gas filling stations as the general characters of each type. In China, limited by laws and industry regulations, whether it is a filling station or a gas station, the largest cost of building a station comes from civil construction, and the proportion of equipment cost is quite low. For filling stations, it's about 20%, and gas stations generally do not exceed 30%. However, in many countries, due to various reasons, the cost of civil construction is far lower than that in China. So, the proportion of equipment cost is relatively high. The selection of equipment and the selection of station types directly determine the cost of the entire gas station. We very welcome our visitors who are interested in building a station, a gas station. Leave us a message in the background. We will reply as soon as possible and provide you professional suggestions. Thank you all.